Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I am here to talk about crystals for your spiritual entrepreneurship journey. If you consider yourself to be a spiritual entrepreneur, no matter what industry you are representing, chances are you have come across a conversation about crystals, stones, gems, all of that good stuff. So, before we get started, I just want to say I've always been a fan of rocks. When I was younger, I used to collect rocks, and so when I came across crystals, my first crystal was actually a Christmas gift from a friend of mine. She gave me a cornelian crystal gemstone necklace. And I was like, oh, wow, rocks really have meanings. And that made me feel so connected to my childhood. And that just made me so excited to learn and research more about crystals. At one point in time, I had so many pieces of crystal jewelry. It was just crazy. But now I'm pretty much a crystals in a bag type of gal, or I have this huge collection of crystals over here that I just keep. And I love them. Uh, as you know, you may have come across information about charging your crystals under the full moonlight, cleansing them with Palo Santo sage, um, frankincense, myrrh, all of those great things. Some crystals can even benefit from being cleansed with water, some not so much. So there's a lot of different information about crystals. Some people are sold on that information. Some people like whatever. They're just rocks that hold no power. But my thing is, whatever the intention you have behind something, is going to be. So I was like, let me come on and share, talk about my rocks, and share how some of these gemstones that you can easily find for nominal rates can benefit to your entrepreneurship journey. So, without further ado, we're going to get started. So, these in this small pouch right here, these are basically tumble stones. They're very small. Keep them in the pouch because I have a toddler. He even doesn't try. He has put the big ones in his mouth before. So, keep these away from children, please. But then you have some like this size and larger. This is a red Jasper one. This is good for grounding. You can associate anything red with your root chakra. So think about grounding and centering yourself. So it's important as an entrepreneur that you need to ground yourself before you dive into a new project or before you even go about your day. Maybe you have meetings with clients, so on and so forth. You can buy a piece. This is amethyst earrings I have here, but you can buy pieces of jewelry to wear on your person, or you can keep them in bags, put them in your purse or your pocket, or you can just have them set up in your home office or whatever space you use as your business space. And maybe just meditate with it and just really set the intention of, hey, I'm going to be grounded and calm today and all this kind of stuff. Some crystals have the same meanings as other crystals, so that's a really good thing too. So next we're going to move to the carnelian, which I mentioned earlier. It was my first ever crystal, not this specific one, but I was gifted a carnelian. So this carnelian has to do with our sacral chakra, which deals with our creativity and helps us just hone into that create our creative center and create that content we need to create, or go about our day in a creative manner, not be so kind of stagnant and go through what's it called when you have a writer's block and all that kind of stuff. Just open up that creative space. And next, we're going to talk about citrine. Citrine has to deal with our solar plexus. So if you want to hone into the power that you already possess, get you some citrine. It definitely helps us to realign with our own personal power and to just do the great things that we were called to do in our business confidently. We're going to move on up to the heart chakra. Good old rose quartz. You can't go wrong with rose quartz. You can use rose quartz just to tap back into that self-loving spirit and being loving to others, and just to bring about more love and kindness to yourself and to others that you're working with in your business. So you come across as a kind-hearted person, and not only you come across, that's who you are. Moving right along, these are what I call my communication stones. Your throat chakra has to do with your speech and your communication, and also making sure your communication comes across in the right manner. People receive it in the right manner. So you can get sodalite and kyanite. They both kind of deal with the calmness effect of communicating and also dealing with the intuitive side. So basically reading the room, reading the people you're and reading your target audience. Maybe you're on a call with a client or a potential client, reading them. Maybe you have a customer who's emailing you about an issue. Before your response, just tap into your own communicative skills and really understand where they're coming from so you won't come across as a negative business owner or something like that. And then we have a real popular one. Everybody loves Pyrite, fool's gold. Pyrite has to do with protection. Everybody thinks pyrite, money, money, money. It has to do with abundance, just like citrine. I don't think I mentioned that with citrine, but citrine is another abundant stone. When you tap into your own personal power, the abundance is going to flow. But pyrite as well, it's an abundant stone. It's also a protective stone. So just to protect your physical energy, your mental energy, your emotional energy, it can't easily be drained. I'm always talking about women in business, black women in business, how we are prone to being energetically zapped as women entrepreneurs. And that doesn't have to be the case. We can balance those energies with pyrite as well as attract that abundance to us. And before I get to, I'm going to talk about this amethyst and, okay. Opalite. Opalite is it can be used as a communicative stone as well, but it's a great calming stone. If you just need to ground yourself and be centered, grab you some opalite and just meditate with it. See what else we have here. Clear quartz is an amplifier stone. So all of these energies here are amplified when you put clear quartz in the midst of them. You may research things about crystal grids. You can make a crystal grid with your crystals. I'm not going to tell you a specific way that is right to make your grid. Every expert in the area of crystals has what they feel is the right way to do things. Me personally, I believe people should tap into their own know-how or do-how of doing things. And maybe you can research what the experts are saying and just say, you know what? Well, I sat down with myself, spoke with my spirit guides and my ancestors, and here's what I've come up with. That's not saying you're wrong. If you're a bit of an anxious entrepreneur, if you are always dealing with people, you may be an empath, you may be sensitive to others' energies, you should get you some amethyst. I love amethyst so much I had to put it on my earlobes. It's a great stone to help you deal with the highs and lows, the ebb and flow of business entrepreneurship. So definitely get you some amethyst. So I hope those crystal tips helped you. Don't go crystal crazy. I know I showed you a lot of crystals, but try not to go crystal crazy. Before we go, I'm just going to pull Abraham Hicks Money and the Law of Attraction card. So we can focus on big money this week and attracting the big money the right way, having the right mindset. And then I'm going to dip out. I hope this video was helpful. Comment below your favorite crystal. I would love to hear from you. And if you don't have a favorite crystal, comment below which one you think you need right now. I heard the noise. That's why I was like, what's that? I don't know if that's my son getting up. He kind of had a tummy ache. I told him, gotta drink some herbal tea with mommy. He's being hard-headed. But anyway. Okay. Number 16. We're going to go with number 16. So research what number 16 means. Or 1 plus 6. Break that down to 7. Lucky number 7. Research both those numbers. My attention to unwanted attracts more unwanted. My attention to unwanted attracts more unwanted. For every pleasing thing, there is an unpleasing counterpart. For within every particle of the universe is that which is wanted as well as the lack of that which is wanted. When you focus upon an unwanted aspect of something in an effort to push it away from you, it only becomes closer. Because you get what you give your attention to, whether it is something that you want or not. It is up to you to focus upon and attract what is wanted. So this is a great card to end with after talking about crystals. Basically, go into this week focusing on the things you want to do, the positive things you want to succeed. Don't focus on the lack or with the things that you don't want to attract, because at the end of the day, you're going to attract those things that which you think upon the most. Again, I'm the Queen of Digital Marketing. Thank you for tuning in for another video to help spiritual entrepreneurs like yourself grow your business with ease. Peace.